Frequent flyer, flies, la 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 la. Frequent flyer is back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. Consider smashing the like button to help support the channel. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps others to find the channel. That also directs more people to the content that I upload. If you're new to the channel, I extend a warm welcome. Today we're back on land with it with the Diatone Q33. This time we have the FPV racing cart, the FPV version. If you guys been watching the channel, you know that I reviewed the non-FPV version and I ragged on it quite a bit. I did not like this thing. It had a lot of crazy quirks with it. It had a lot of shortcomings. But I'm happy to say today that this is the version 2 here. So they did do some upgrades. They are listening. A lot of times you got to let these companies know when there's something wrong with their products so they can improve on them. Constructive criticism has gotten this thing to become something a little better, a lot better, I would say. So let's get into the upgrades that they made, the improvements. So you guys might remember from the previous video of this one that I was complaining about the tires being completely flat and it sliding around and not having much grip on floors and stuff. Well, check it out. Now they added this belt of rubber around the middle of the tires, and that gives it quite a bit more grip. And so this guy has a lot of grip now. It can turn. It doesn't slide around on the floor a lot like this one used to. And so that's one major improvement. It has more grip now. And also to add to that, it seems like this camera is leaning forward a little. I don't know if it's just me because I haven't tried the FPV version of version 1. And so I don't know if this camera is actually leaning forward a little more, or is the older one upright a little more, or is it the same like this? But it does seem like this camera leans forward towards the front to give it more weight on the front of this guy. It seemed like it was a little back heavy in the previous one. Well, at least on this one, the non-FPV version, it seemed like the front wheels would, it seems like when you take off, the front wheels are not really firmly planted on the floor. And so adding more weight to the front seems like it would help that. And it looks like that's what happened here. And so another thing is that they added shocks, or dampening, should I say. So check it out in the front. We have a little dampening system there. Nothing on this one. Nothing at all. So that's another change that they made with this. And so let's go to the last thing. Well, it's not the last thing, but another issue that they fixed was this one used to lock up on me a lot. And I demonstrated that in the video. It actually happened randomly in the video to show you guys what I was talking about. Well, I've been driving this guy around for weeks and I haven't had this thing lock up on me at all. And the last thing is they increased the turn radius on this guy. And so this guy turns a lot more tighter now. The turns are tighter. The turns on this guy is actually better than the little turbo racings now. And so that's saying a lot. In fact, this sticker here, this guy can complete a turn within this sticker here. That's how great the turn radius is. Or I don't know if it's because of the added grip to this guy, but this turn radius on this guy is quite impressive. And I think that's about it. I've made sure that it's not just the transmitter, because the previous version that I had didn't come with the transmitter. So I linked this transmitter up to this guy and it still act the same. And I binded this one to the other transmitter that I have, the better transmitter, and it works better than this one. And so this one has a tight turn radius with this transmitter and the other transmitter that I have for it. And it's officially an update. And so it does come with an extra body. And we have a little keychain. The keychain on this one is a little better than the other one. This one is shaped like a car. And it comes with this little Diatone. I think this is a special offer code that you can use to get a discount on a drone from Diatone. And so really happy that I gave this company a little constructive criticism, because I did plan to get the FPV version and it worked out. I got a better version of the FPV version. So now this guy can actually be raced around on the little tracks that I have, but it's still not as good as the little Turbo Racing 176 scale cars on the track, because the wheels are exposed on this one. It's just like the little monster truck from Turbo Racing. The wheels stick out, and when you hit the sides of the rails or whatever on those tracks with these rubber wheels, it slows you down quite a bit. So it can get around on the track, but not really ideal for the track, but it can do it. It's still best suited for an open floor. The Diatone Q33 FPV Kart Racing version 2. It's awesome. Thanks for watching.